Hello and welcome to Direct Mail, Monday, September 27th, 2021. Steve Sipress here, and I'm sharing with you today the 2 steps to make the easiest of sales you could possibly make. Well, I guess the easiest of sales is someone in your family has an amazing emergency need for your product. But here's one way to make easy sales in 2 steps. So first step is, and I'm going to get out my official Rhino letter opener for this one, because I keep getting this. Apparently, a previous, someone that lived here in this home previously, apparently was a member of the Republican Party, or else must have opted into some Republican thing or filled out some form or did something, because I am constantly receiving a ton of stuff from various prominent members of the Republican Party. And each one of these, most of them, appear to be some kind of a survey. So, for instance, check this one out. This is from Steve Scalise, the House Minority Whip. Now, I hope that doesn't mean he's riding on a horse down at the southern border, but this one is called the Drain the Swamp Survey. So I'm supposed to open this up and fill out the old Drain the Swamp survey. Here's one. Oh, it's not from anyone in particular. I'm very disappointed. It's from the National Republican Congressional Committee, though, in Washington, D.C., and this one is the Truth About Republicans survey. And I even have an official registration number and barcode to verify that I am the right person taking the truth about Republicans. I can't even say it with a straight face. The next one is, now I haven't heard of him, but I have a feeling he's prominent because he's the chairman. Tom Emmer, the chairman of the NRCC, which I think from the last one I just read, that's NRCC, National Republican Congressional Committee. So Tom Emmer must be some kind of congressman, I guess, and Republican, I'm guessing. And this one, they want me to help stop the spread of socialism now. And the important survey material is enclosed, and I'm sure, just like the others, it has a fantastic name, buzzword name. It's probably the, I don't know, Build the Wall survey or the Lower Taxes survey. What the heck? Stop the Squad survey. What's some Republican buzzwords? Oh, there it is. It's the Stop the Biden Agenda survey. Stop the Biden in red. Stop the Biden Agenda survey. Here's another one. This is from a Republican leader, Kevin McCarthy. The Republican leader? I don't know. And this is important election integrity materials. Oh, there's something bleeding through there. So let's see what's bleeding through as we open it with our official Rhino letter opener. I have a feeling, just a hunch, going to go way out on a limb here. This is some kind of survey. And by the way, if you're using this strategy, I'm sure that each one of these includes a postage-free return addressed envelope. There it is. That I send it right back to Leader Kevin McCarthy. And no postage necessary. So this is, the size of this is known as a number 9 envelope. So you want to get number 9 envelopes. They fit right inside the number 10 envelope. That's the standard envelope size. And this one is the 2021 Republican Party Election Integrity Survey. Oh, well, that's what it said on the envelope. It's the Election Integrity Survey. That's not a buzzword, especially here in Maricopa County, Arizona, where we just concluded like a 5 or 6 month audit, which left more questions than before the audit started. So a fine job they did on the audit. It'd be great if the IRS or accounting firms audited corporations that way, or your company or the IRS audited you that way, where when they're done, they just go, I don't know, get a lot of questions, not sure of anything. So I'm a big fan. I think everything should be audited. Why not? Audit all your marketing. How many calls did you get? How many appointments did you get? How many sales did you make? If it's online, how many hits to your website or how many plays of the video? Like everything should be audited. And yet that one seems to not have been too thorough. I know they were pushed back against people who love transparency, apparently, and don't want audits. They just want everything to be secret and private and unknown. So they pushed back and didn't respond to subpoenas and didn't give all the information. So, inconclusive. Well, that was kind of silly. Oh, this one, I'm sorry. This one I heard of. Mike Pence, Vice President, or in this case, former Vice President, Mike Pence. These are confidential, so promise you won't tell anybody this. It's a letter from Vice President Mike Pence. Got the old number 9 envelope that'll go right back. I'm sure it'll go right to the desk of Vice President Mike Pence, who will drop everything he's doing and read my letter. Oh my goodness, it's not a survey? Oh, it is. It's a new member survey. So now that's interesting. So apparently, this person who lived here is getting all this stuff, is not a member. It says here, yes, Mr. Vice President, you can count on me to join. So not a member. So again, somehow got on some mailing list that he either is a Republican or is likely to like Republican stuff or whatever. And all of this appears now, I have to look back through it all, that it's all, in quotes, survey, but under the guise of attempting to sell a membership. So that's the first step. Find out what people want. And then step 2, ready? Drum roll, please. You offer it to them. That's it. Find out what people want, offer it to them. I know it sounds simple and it sounds silly. It sounds like, I thought there was going to be some big secret reveal. Well, here's the thing. If you're like about 95% of business owners, you don't use this strategy. You don't first find out what people want. You just start offering whatever you have. So you place an ad that has says clogged sink, call us. Well, you don't know if they have a clogged sink. I mean, you're asking. I guess it's assumed that if they call, they're answering yes, but maybe they're saying, no, I don't have a clogged sink, but I do have a leak in the bathtub or whatever it is. Like the 2 steps, that's really one step. You think it's 2, but it's 1 step. Hey, I'm a plumber. If you have a need for a plumber, call me. That's the lion's share, almost all of small business marketing is. Do you have this problem? I solve that problem. Call me. But here it's asking, what problems do you have? Especially important for anyone that does any kind of consultative selling, like a consultant like myself. I could just say, hey, I have an offer. I will help you with your email marketing strategy for X amount of money. Boom. It's going to fall on deaf ears mostly, but then I can send out another mailing, cost me more money, and send it out and say, hey, I will help you fix your website so that you make more money from it. Here's the cost, or call me if you have. Or I can send out a survey. Say, hey, dear Mr. or Miss Small Business Owner, please answer these 5 questions and send it back in a self-addressed envelope, in the postage-free envelope. Like, hey, are you happy with your website? 1 to 10. Are you happy with your email marketing? 1 to 10. Are you happy with how your ad is performing? 1 to 10. Are you happy with your social media marketing? 1 to 10. Whatever. Let's ask what needs they have. They put like an 8, a 9, a 7, a 9, and then they put a 3 for one of them. Well, I now can call them, email them, send them a mailing, all of the above, hit them up on social media, all of the above, and offer them my expertise to help their social media marketing. See how it works? Those are the 2 steps. Find out what people want and then give it to them. So here they've got all these surveys, and depending on what I answer, although I'm guessing, since these are all the Republican Party election integrity survey, no matter what I answer and send it back, it indicates interest in Republican issues. Let's see the questions here. Are you concerned that elections in the U.S. are too vulnerable to fraud? Well, that's not a Republican thing, unless Hillary Clinton is suddenly a Republican. Do you think your election laws in Arizona are better or worse than most other states in the country? Did you vote from this address in November 2020? How did you cast your ballot? See, that's an important thing to ask. In person, early by mail, early by drop-off, blah, blah, blah. Should all voters be required to produce a government-issued photo ID before they're able to cast a ballot? Do you think absentee voting should be limited to people with valid reasons to not show up in person? Do you believe the practice known as ballot harvesting should be illegal? Are you concerned that universal mail-in voting in all 50 states will result in more voter fraud? So very loaded questions, but yeah, I guess pretty much most of these indicate Republican, other than the Hillary Clinton one. Do you think there's, fraud? Do you think election was stolen from you? Whoever wins in the next election, whoever loses will say it was stolen, it was rigged. There's no way. The Russians did it. The Chinese did it. It was hacked. It was whatever. So, that one's universal. But the rest of these seem simply pretty Republican. And let me see if this is going to be good. The Stop the Biden Agenda survey. Let's see these questions. Do you believe the Biden Democrats cheated in the 2020 elections? Again, just insert Trump in 2016 and all the Hillary supporters, not all of them, but she would say yes. Do you agree that there was no mandate for Joe Biden to enact his socialist agenda? And so, loaded questions. In your opinion, will the Biden tax hikes harm our economy, which is struggling to recover from Democrat-mandated shutdowns? Last I checked, it was Trump that mandated the shutdown. It's just the Democrats that won't open back up. But anyway, I'm not going to get into how Republican or not these things are. Point is, it's illustrative of the killer two-step strategy to making easy sales. Ask what people want, give it to them. Now, a bonus tip, one way you can do this online, so instead of through the mail, where the mail is, I would send something out, get back the answers, and then I would mail back, call, email, however, I would send back my offer of exactly what they wanted help with. Online's even easier. So you can have a one-question survey. Dear business owner, which areas rate these areas of marketing? Which area are you most concerned in, say? 1, your website, 2, your social media marketing, 3, your email marketing, and or rate them 1 to 10 or whatever it is. And whichever one they say, yeah, that's the one I have a need for, or 4, I guess, D would be none of the above. So if anyone says 1, 2, or 3, it says, which one are you dissatisfied with? Social media marketing, email marketing, my website, my advertising, E, none of the above. Whichever one they click, 1 to 4, and they press submit, it immediately takes them to 4 different thank you pages, 4 different next pages on your website, each one offering a solution to that problem. Understand? So people select A, I don't remember now the order I said, but A, I'm not happy with my website. They click submit. It says, hey, good news. Here's my offer to build you a killer website. Here's examples of killer websites I've done and testimonials from other business owners that say my website is fantastic and triple their profits and blah, blah, blah. And here's my special offer. Boom. And they might say, they haven't watched this video or they're not that up on marketing. They might say, wow, that's incredible. Because how did he know? Well, you knew because you have 4 different pages for them to go. Make sense? So that's a way to get what's known as the low-hanging fruit, the easiest sales to make. Ask people what they want. When they tell you what needs, what wants they have, you offer them that solution. Much better than just shouting and selling stuff that you don't know if the recipient of your message wants, needs, cares about at all. Make sense? Those are the 2 steps. Use them, have more fun, make more money, have more impact. That's what running a business is all about. And that'll do it for Direct Mail Monday. September 27th, 2021. As always, you want help with any of this stuff or anything at all with the money getting end of your business, go to helpfromsteve.com and I'll help you out. And speaking of helping you out, I'll be back again tomorrow with more business building tips on Topical Tuesday. Thanks for being here today. I will catch you then. Over and out. Bye-bye.